Peymon who?
Mata Heyday.
Peymon Heyday. Who is he?
Never paid taxes for 30 years. Fought the U.S. tax court and won.
See, I believe our rights come from God, not from government. Hello to my freedom-loving friends. I'm Peymon Motahede, the president of Freedom Law School, which I created in 1996. And for over 30 years, I've not filed and paid any federal income taxes openly. In this presentation, I will cover for you this topic, a new topic. I've been going out there asking Americans, and I will do more of that. Hey, what if you could legally and safely stop filing and paying federal income taxes? Would you still pay it? Especially if I give it to you with a 100% guarantee. So it's lawfully and safely. Well, I went out there to Patrick Bet-David's event in Orlando, Florida in September 2025, and I spoke with many people and asked them exactly that question. In this presentation and other ones, you'll see some of the responses people gave. Why do people pay income tax? And would they stop doing it if they realize there's no law requiring them to do so and they could do so safely? So with that, I invite you before I go on to remember this, that you've been deceived to pay federal income and payroll taxes and corporate taxes that you never legally owed in the first place. For over 100 years, since 1913. It sounds incredible, but it is true. You can verify it for yourself independently on our website, freedomlawschool.org, and start living a free life for free on your own if you want, or together with the other Americans like yourself with a guarantee. So with that, let's go watch the video, then I'll come back at the end of the presentation and answer your questions. Here we go. Let's talk to three people in this presentation. You'll see now part one. What is your name?
My name is Angela.
Angela. You have a beautiful accent. Where are you from?
Colombia.
Colombia. My wife been to Colombia. I've never been there, but it's a beautiful country, she tells me.
It is a very beautiful country.
How long have you been in America for?
I've been living here for 18 years.
Wow, okay, a long time. Lovely, lovely. Okay, now I don't want to take too much of your time. I got just a few short questions for our audience. Number one is, do you file and pay federal income taxes?
Do I what?
File and pay.
Yes, of course. Yes.
Okay, why?
Because it's our duty to do it. It's our responsibility as Americans to do it.
Okay, so you are saying that there is a law that requires you to contribute to pay income taxes? Is that what you mean to say?
Not sure if it's a law, but it's the way that we contribute as an Americans to our country.
Okay, so there's no law. People are just giving money because they love America. There's no law requiring them to do so.
Well, I don't really know. Like, I'm not a lawyer. I'm a marketing person, so.
Okay.
I don't know the specifics,
Okay.
but I know it's my responsibility to do it as an American.
Okay.
And I do it because I'm a responsible person.
Now, I love her attitude of an immigrant coming to America and wanting to pay her dues to this great country of ours, okay, where freedom reigns supreme, where she came from, where I came from, Iran, is nowhere like this, correct?
Correct.
Okay, all right. Now, I got another question to ask of you, okay? It's wonderful that you want to give back. You want to contribute, okay? However, we heard about all the wasteful money going out there also, like Elon Musk showed, right? A lot of waste and corruption. You saw that, right?
Yes.
We need to cut that out. Do you agree with that?
Yes.
Okay. So what Freedom Law School proposes is to cut out all the waste, is going back to the Constitution and have constitutional taxes be the way that we fund the government like we did before 1913, before income tax. So with that question, having said that, if I could show you that there's no law requiring the people of the 50 states to file and pay federal income taxes. We've been deceived to pay that. We got to pay sales tax, property tax, all these taxes we got to pay because we didn't have roads and police and courts. But the federal income tax, if there's no law requiring you to do so, if I could show it to your satisfaction, not my opinion, but your satisfaction, and how you could do it legally correct and safely, would you still pay federal income tax?
Depending if understanding how the money is going to be used, right? If there is like transparency and how that's going to benefit the country and all the people that will live in the country, I would consider continue paying taxes.
Okay. So what we're proposing is rather than the government bureaucrats decide what's best for America, you keep it, and the federal government do taxation the way it was done for over 100 years, from 1700s till 1913, like with tariffs, things like that. So we want to take it back to that greatness of America, like Donald Trump says. So having said that, knowing that, would you still give some of your money to the federal government, or would you rather keep it for you and your family and let the federal government go back to tariffs and other forms of taxation like it was done in the 1800s?
In that case, I would probably keep it to myself and invest it.
Very good, very good. I'm from Iran myself, like PBD Baba. It's a pleasure. Nice to meet you. Let me give you one of our fast track your success that has exactly what I told you, that the people of the 50 states are not required by law to file and pay federal income taxes, but we got to pay our sales taxes, property taxes, all these things that we need in a civilized society like you're describing to protect us from bad guys. So the ball's in your court to investigate this for yourself, prove to yourself first that what I'm saying is true, and then be free, have America be a free country.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for taking your time with us. You got time for an interview? Okay, all right. My name is Peymon. What's your name?
I'm Darius.
Darius.
Yeah,
Where are you from?
I'm a Persian.
Salam.
Salam.
Chatori. We're just speaking Persian, guys. Sorry. My countryman said hello. Darius. But we'll speak English for you guys, okay? Hello, Darius.
Yeah.
How long you been in America for?
For more than 10 years.
Okay.
I'm an American citizen now.
Great. How did you get out 10 years ago?
It's a long story. I dropped out of high school when I was 17 and ran away on foot from Iran, and I ran to Turkey, Istanbul.
Yeah, I know. That's the way you got there, by foot.
Yeah.
Well, I know. I heard. In fact, my relatives also got out from taxi to Pakistan. From there, they got out. So I know what you mean. I was in the 80s that did that. So congratulations. How do you like America, Darius?
Oh, I love America. This is home. This is America. I die for America, and I love it. We are the greatest country ever existed, and we're going to be the greatest. We're going to lead the world. We need America to lead the world in order for everyone to be safe, happy, healthy, and grow.
And peace.
And peace. Oh,
Yeah.
peace.
Definitely.
Definitely.
So what do you do for a living, Darius?
I have my own business.
Great. What do you do?
Yeah, I have multiple lines of businesses. I have a tax accounting business. I have a very small hedge fund, and I'm building the technology for compliance for school districts as well.
What kind of compliance?
It's mostly regarding the financing education compliance.
Okay.
For example, you get budget from federal government, you get budget from the state, and then you have to report back and you tell them, oh, I spent your budget on kids' education. I didn't do anything else with it. We make sure that budget goes to kids' education.
Wow. You do all that. You've been in America for only 10 years? Man, I love this guy. This is entrepreneurial, immigrant, living the dream, making it happen. Are you married?
No, not yet.
Oh, I got some wife. Maybe I got a good wife for him. We'll see. Okay.
Yeah.
He's a stud here. He had a good, beautiful wife. Okay. Let's get back to the issue. You see, you do tax work also?
Yes.
Like you file tax returns for people?
Mostly for businesses, for the business owners with multiple lines of business,
Okay.
or an investor who invested in multiple companies.
That's a very specialized capital return that you do. You don't do regular mom and pop, but you do some of these a little more complex situations.
Yeah, exactly. I've done for employees in past. I've done for 12,000 people. One time I had to file taxes for 12,000 people, and
Wow.
it was lots of work. So
Wow.
Yeah.
A lot of late nights,
Yeah.
all-nighters
Oh my God!
before April 15th,
You
right?
don't want. You don't want no.
Wow. Talk about a hard worker, guys. This guy has it. See, unemployment is high in most countries of the world like Iran. And here, the jobs everywhere. They just want to work. You know, homie Americans say, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. You know, well, okay, then go where someplace else. You know?
Exactly.
Exactly. You know? Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I got a tough question for you, Dariush. This is going to be a little bit out of your comfort zone. Okay, you ready for it?
Yes. Of course.
He's a tough guy. Why do you pay income taxes?
I pay income tax
Why do you pay it? Yeah.
mostly to keep the world secure.
Okay. That's it?
Most of it, and then healthcare, education as well.
Okay.
For our kids' education.
Okay.
To keep the country clean,
Uh-huh.
to have safety, security for our citizens, and for the rest of the world.
Okay. Now let me ask you, is the part of the reason because you believe there's a law that requires the people of the 50 states to file and pay federal income taxes?
Yeah, that's a big part of it too.
Big part of it. Do you know what the law is? The code section?
No, not exactly.
That's okay. No problem. Now, let me ask you a question. Your question will be a little bit different. His going to be a little bit different than the other guys because he does for a living tax returns. 12,000 1 year by himself. Man, that's a hell of a job, okay? Now, what if I could show you, okay, that we've been deceived as a nation? The same Ayatollah Khomeini deceived people, Baba, just, you know, just as something from my personal thing.
Yeah.
When I was here in the revolution, I was a teenager. So the barracks were emptied out of the guns of the Shah. Okay, and then Khomeini told everybody, turn their guns to us because you might hurt each other by accident. And everybody trusted Khomeini and gave the guns back. And once people were disarmed, man, he cracked down, took over power. You might not remember, he was young enough. I'm 62, but that's what happened. You know, that's what they did basically, right?
Yeah, very true.
What if I can show you, Dariush? Similar thing happened in America, my friend.
Oh my God.
That since 1913, they international banksters, the big banks that created the Federal Reserve, the privately owned Federal Reserve, they deceived the American people to file and pay income taxes when there's no law requiring the people of the 50 states to file and pay federal income taxes. If I could show that to your satisfaction, not my opinion, you independently verify that. If you know that's the truth, would you stop filing tax returns for people?
I will think about it. I will definitely consider, thinking about it. It's a huge deal. We should definitely look into that. Yeah.
Look into
To get
it.
into the bottom of this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
I like the attitude. We gotta get to the bottom of this. That is very true. Well, Dariush, I've been showing American people for over 30 years not to pay income tax. I haven't filed and paid for over 30 years.
Wow.
IRS knows me very well.
Wow.
They know me so well, I beat them in court. Okay? I had 13 years of taxes, over 600,000 zeroed out in tax court back in 2009.
Wow.
And I've been under criminal investigation since 1992. Okay? 1993, I'm sorry. And even right now, I'm under investigation, never been to prison. IRS knows me. So, because I'm not breaking any laws. So what I show is to educate people of that. No law requires the people of the 50 states to file and pay federal income taxes, Dariush. And that this is how the swamp, the deep state, got funded. This is how they did the coup in Iran in 1953 against Mossadegh. Bashar back as a dictator, as you know, in Iran. All the stuff they do across the world, all these wars, Ukraine, Gaza, all this stuff funded by money that they deceived us to pay. So I'm going to give this to you, my friend, as my gift, Dariush. so you can independently verify. This is the law. This is not opinion. All you see in here, Darius, let me open up for you, is the laws that's published by United States Congress, uscode.house.gov, and then the U.S. Supreme Court. This is photocopy, actually, of them. So that, yeah. So, yeah. I've met a fellow countryman. I can't get your contact information right now, but you get in touch with me later on, Darius, because contact us. All right, my friend. Thank you, Darius. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, my friend. How you doing? What's your name?
Guillermo.
Guillermo. I'm Peymon with Freedom Law School. Where are you from, Guillermo?
I'm California.
I was from California. Monterey, the Bay Area.
Yes.
Oh, so you're living in Florida, or you just...
no, just visiting. Came
just
in
visiting.
yesterday.
So you're still living in Monterey.
Yes.
Oh, the land of homelessness out there, huh?
I was just saying how there's no encampments I'm seeing out here, and that's pleasant to see.
Yeah.
But yeah, in California, something's going on over there.
Yeah, I was in Southern California
Oh,
for over
okay.
30 years before I came here 11 years ago.
Wow.
All right.
Great show, though. Are you enjoying?
Oh, yeah, of course, of course.
Awesome.
So what do you do for a living?
I was doing sales for about 10, 15 years, and now I just got my license for insurance. So,
Okay.
And the man over there, he's quite an insurance extraordinaire, so I wanted to come see him live in person and
Cool.
get to learn some of his tips and tricks.
Very good, very good. So let me ask you, do you file and pay federal income taxes, Guillermo?
I think a little too much, but yes, I do happen to pay those. And
Okay. He knows his pocket is being emptied out and he doesn't like it.
yeah, I'm still paying back tax from 2022.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and me and my wife just made too much that year, and we're still paying it $300 a month, and then paying this year's tax. So it's there, and there's a penalty every month that you owe them tax, and there's interest, of course, 8%. So it's a fun trying to get out of that, but it's you get down, and then they're like, well, the penalty's there, and it comes back up, but. You know how IRS is. You can't. They're gonna get their money, so you just gotta pay it.
He says he paid too much. Do you guys hear that? Well, we'll help him with that area, okay? Too much. No, you didn't make too much. That was the other problem. You make too much.
We thought we made too much. We just didn't have enough write-offs. Is what we weren't playing it smart.
Okay.
We had a house to write off. That was our first year of having the house.
Uh-huh.
But you could only write off 10 grand.
Uh-huh.
I couldn't write off anything else, and unfortunately, that's where we got hit.
Have you filed for 2024 yet?
Yes.
already
That
filed.
year we actually got money back, so that helped out. But yeah, the 2022, we just both got 2 bonuses in that year,
Okay.
and that did us wrong.
All right, well, let me ask you a question. Why do you file and pay federal income taxes?
So I could stay in the IRS's good grace. No one comes knocking at my door or anything like that. I guess that's probably the best answer.
That's a fair answer, right? That's what you expect more people to say. Doesn't want to mess with the IRS to go to prison or have his bank account, the house, and stuff taken, right?
Exactly. I don't know what they're capable of, but I don't want to find out the hard way.
Extortion racket, he's saying. Yeah, that's what they are. Okay, I understand, relate to that. All right. Well, let me ask you a question then. What if I could show you to your satisfaction, Guillermo, number one, that you, as someone from the 50 states, is not by law required to file and pay federal income taxes. And 2, I could show you how to do it legally, as I said, and safely. In other words, you don't go to prison. IRS will not take your house. They will not take your bank account. In fact, if they do, guess what? I'll reimburse you in full.
Hey,
If I could do that, would you do that?
I want to see the pamphlet you have.
I like this guy. He's got it. He already knows where I'm going. He says,
I'm like, hey, cut to the chase. What do you got?
okay. Well, congratulations. It's our fast track. Your success, lawfully and safely paid no income or payroll taxes with 100% guarantee, because no law requires 99%, which is the people of the 50 states of Americans, to file and pay income and payroll taxes. I'll give you $50,000 if the law isn't here. you can show me I'm wrong. This is the laws passed by Congress, the U.S. Supreme Court, and they guarantee all less than Missouri. Congratulations, Guillermo. You just won the opportunity to be free. You'll probably never see me again except online if you go to Freedom Law School's website and YouTube channel. And then, okay, your pre-existing situation, a little bit extra mess. I can help you with that also. But the main thing is from here onwards, do not file that 1040 income tax confession trap form. Okay, that is what gave IRS the power to mess Guillermo, because he didn't know, he did not have to do it, and he signed under oath that he owes the IRS all this money that he's still paying. See, people don't know. My people suffer for lack of knowledge, right? The Bible says a common sense thing. People don't know. We're here to empower people with the truth, with the knowledge, so they can be free. You came here to be empowered to live free. Congratulations, Guillermo. We're there for you, my friend. From now on, you're going to keep millions and millions in your pocket for your family like you want to.
I want to do it.
Okay.
So, I mean, I don't know. We're taught just every year, go do your taxes. So how is this different? What are you talking about with the no tax on here, or just don't file, or?
Well, the thing is that, we've been deceived as a nation to pay income taxes that we don't owe, because the federal government is prohibited from taxing the people of the 50 countries or states directly. The Constitution does not allow for it. Okay. So what they did, they deceived the American people by pretending they're taxing you when they're not. See, the word United States in tax law means only the District of Columbia, not the 50 states like Florida or California. Okay. So it's a U.S. individual income tax. You think, oh, I'm a U.S. citizen. It's about me. But it's not. Hidden in the definitions, the United States is D.C. They didn't tell you that. And the accountant and CPAs, they make money by enslaving you, having you voluntarily fill out that 1040 from sign here under oath that you owe the IRS money. So it's been going on for about 100 years. I'm an immigrant from Iran, came to land of the free, home of the brave, but found out, wait a minute, there are slaves here. What's going on? So I was educated by some great patriots in 1992 about the Constitution and the tax laws. And I said, well, let's spread the good news. Wow. That's why me at PB, to meet people like you, Guillermo, to be free.
Is this going to go on your Instagram, or where could I see?
Right now, you'll be broadcast live at Freedom Law School's website, freedomlawschool.org, on our YouTube channel, on our Rumble channel, the social media. You're going to be live. You can see yourself in the interview.
That's what I want to see this, and I want to see other stories you have. And I mean, there's a book I'm reading actually right now that's kind of in time with this, The Creature from Jekyll Island. Oh my gosh, how the Federal Reserve was built, the cartel they call it, and just how they basically are doing the bailout with taxpayer money. And that's Congress is getting hit with, hey, we need this taxpayer money or there's going to be riots. It's a lot of deceiving going on, and they get the bailout, and the taxpayers are the ones paying it, and we're the ones who are getting taxed in the first place. So that book kind of really opened up some eyes, asked some questions. Those questions are like, what's going on? And when you see things like this, you're like, So kind of, step and step, but it would be nice to continue this, read, do a little more research, of course. Knowledge is power. So, understand what this is all about. But thank you for sharing this.
You're welcome. G. Edward Griffin, who wrote the book, he's a personal friend of mine for 25 years.
Wow.
He spoke at my freedom rallies in 2000, 2005, 2007. I have his personal cell phone number.
So tell him good job then.
Tell him that his book got this man's eyes opened up to that we've been lied to add this. Yes, 1913, the international banksters who set up the Federal Reserve, privately owned cartel banksters, same time they did an income tax to make sure the federal government can pay 6% interest on the loans on the phony money the banks were going to make to the federal government. They can pay it back without the states in any way hindering or stopping the federal government for robbing the American people to benefit the bankers. There's a connection there. Yeah, there is.
That's pretty much a cliff notes of the book right there.
You got it.
Very nice.
All right, Guillermo, so you got it. All right, my friend. Yeah.
All right.
Call us. We'll be in touch.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. What do you guys think about that? Some people, like some immigrants, don't know much about America. They just assume it's their patriotic duty to pay taxes. Some people think, it's needed for roads and schools, even though roads and schools are paid for by our primarily local taxes like sales taxes and property taxes. Okay? And people, even when you tell them straight up, they can be 100% legally right and safe. They just can't find it believable. And they say, well, maybe we'll talk about it because I think you're not telling me the truth. But we'll see. We'll give everybody the chance. Remember, these brochures we got, we will mail them to you for free. Fast track your success. And the other one, the original, Restore Freedom. Same content inside, different cover for different crowd. They both show you inside why no law requires 99% of Americans to file and pay income and payroll taxes. And there's $50,000 cash reward for anybody that can show the legal conclusions here are in any way wrong. You can call us at 813-444-4800. We'll mail them to you as many as you want at no charge to you. Okay? And you can go out, passed out in from supermarkets, at events, freedom-oriented, political, civic meetings. You can give it to your parents, brothers, sisters, children, siblings, co-workers. Just get it out there, folks. Have fun with it, okay? And it also helps you get a real quick summary of the legal issues. All the 5 videos in our Step 1 on the law, they're all summarized in here, okay? So with that now, momentarily, I'm going to go to your questions. Okay, so but before I go on, let me just remind you all this, everybody. We have put together 7 steps to free yourself of the IRS. Deception, fear, robbery, and slavery. And I've done that because, to educate people, I have to come up with a simple way to make it happen. Okay? That I could have anybody show anybody in simple 7 steps how to be free of the IRS. So here it is, as you see. This is the 7-step plan in front of our website, okay, to regain your power and freedom, okay? And you click on the 7 steps gold bar on the front page of our website. That's where you want to be. Click on this gold bar right here in center, and that takes you to how you can free yourself of income tax, okay? Step 1 is follow the law, right? Now, this these gold tabs are for the brochures. We got the Restore Freedom booklet, Fast Track Your Success booklet, and then request booklets to send it to you. You can click on that. You can also download them, okay, these smaller bars on the right side. At the extreme right, share the link. You can share that on your social media. You can copy and paste it to your text messages, and you're out there. And also the videos are right below them. The original 10-minute video covering the basics why 99% of Americans are not required to file and pay federal income taxes. And then these 4 other short supporting videos. And then below that, the 5 longer videos of the same ones that I showed you about. Now, that is always the first step because people believe that, oh my gosh, there's a law requiring me to file income tax. But that's the first thing. Second thing people say, oh, Peymon, but I don't want to go to prison. I don't want to lose everything I own, bank account, paycheck, my home. So I'd just rather just pay the IRS anyways. So leave me alone. Well, that is answered by this. You have to stop filing 1040 income tax forms because you put the rope around your own neck when you sign the 1040 form under oath, under penalty of perjury, and you state under oath that you owe the IRS money. You owe them nothing until you tell them under oath under 1040 that you owe the IRS money. So stop that, and you can stop income tax withholding really easy. Okay? All you gotta do is to go to our website, okay? on the right, if you're an employee, here, the drop down menu comes up. The third item is free yourself from tax withholding. So you click that open in a new tab, and you can legally and safely stop your company from stealing income tax, supposedly, taking it from your paycheck, give it to the IRS. So you don't have to file something next year to get some of that stolen money back. You get to keep all of it to begin with. So then the next thing that happens, people say, well, Peymon, IRS will come after me anyhow because, I'm afraid. I'm a famous guy. I'm a rich guy. I'm a big, I expose government corruption a lot. Someone's going to try to get me because I'm very important. Somehow or another, I'm very important. They're going to come and get me. Well, that is not true either. That is false because IRS is extremely incompetent. And what they rely on is on bluff. They're the Wizard of Oz to scare you, Dorothy and her friends in the Wizard of Oz, with fear. That's how they got you brainwashed. With the help of the false charismatic preachers and the news media to be afraid of the IRS, panic, adore the government, okay? They tell you to file early, and that's how they get you to begin with. And step 3 after that is really, the detail of step 3 is they're just bluff. They're bluffing you. There's 80 million plus non-filers. 80 million plus Americans do not file 10 for income tax forms, okay? So those are the key first steps that you want to start out with. And then recognize step 4 is, look, it's a Wizard of Oz. It's not a Godzilla. It's a lizard. With no teeth, the IRS. That's what they really are. And I've been in the IRS. Our students none of them have gone to prison or lost anything to the IRS with levies or seizures of their homes. For over 23 years, I've done this for people. Help people like you to be completely safe. Okay. Now, the next two are the icing on the cake that really take everything home all the way. You don't need to pay tribute to the system, to its really slavery, if you question authority, and ask your congressman to show you where's the law. Show me where I'm wrong. These petitions at Freedom Law School show you clearly you're not required to file income tax. If they can show you wrong, when you send them these petitions, then you pay income tax. Otherwise, just simply stop paying income tax you never owed in the first place. It's your money you work hard for. Price of eggs have gone up. Price of food, price of electricity have gone up. Your paycheck and everything is short. Why give it to the crooks and criminals in Washington, D.C. for these wars, for the waste that they do with your money? Keep it. Don't let them do evil with your money. Keep it for you and your family that you work hard for and it belongs to in the first place. And then, if you choose, you have the option in step 6, okay, to be like founding fathers, joining hands together, and in a Restore Freedom plan, and you're going to get 100% guarantee. IRS is not going to mess with you at all. If they do, we do all the work. We pay the attorneys. We'll prevent the IRS from taking your money. You'll not go to prison, and we'll reimburse you if they ever take anything from you. See? Safety can be accomplished by us rather being lone wolves. Coming together, working together, we're much more powerful, and that's the key to restore freedom in America. Okay, that's how you turn America around from slavery to freedom once again. And on top of all that, one other suggestion I have for you is to spread the truth. Love and spread the truth by do not keeping this to yourself. Tell everybody about our freedom message, about the law, the truth. And this is the way we're going to restore America to its greatness. America and our families are going to be the winners. You and your family and everybody you know, we're all going to win together. So do what you can, everybody, to take part in this restoration of our republic. All right? our website, freedomlawschool.org. As you drive around town, put your cell phone up, let it play, watch the road, listen to our videos on our website. Don't go on our channels. Go to our website. Watch the 7 steps first before you go out to our social media video channels. Okay? Because you need the basic education that's organized nicely for you at freedomlawschool.org first. Okay? Call us if you have any questions. We'll answer questions for free. Guide you to our website that has answers for you in more detail. The number to call our office is 813-444-4800.